What's up, my friends? Today I'm going to take you on a Stoic fitness journey. So I'd like to start most of my days, if not every day, with reading a quote from a Stoic philosopher. So today's quote comes from Marcus Aurelius, uh, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers. And this is from his book Meditations, which is a fantastic book, by the way, which I'm reading currently in my life. But anyways, here's the quote. Never act without purpose. Make sure that all your actions conform to the philosophical principles that constitute the art of living. So this has been a quote I've been kind of pondering for a few days, actually. And I have a few notes written about it. And usually when I read these quotes, I really have to spend a little bit of time reflecting and thinking of what they may have meant by them. I don't always know. I'm not an expert. I have a lot of work to do. But this one really kind of stuck with me. And what I get from it is to be intentional with your day, with your life, and make sure that your actions align with your virtues. And so one thing I love about Stoic philosophy is, hey, buddy, this is the outside cat. His name's Greg. Hey, buddy, he likes attention. And so it's about being in the present moment and what can I do today and right now to become a slightly better version of myself than I was a few moments ago or yesterday. Okay, that's my insight of the day. You may note that I never write scripts for my videos, for better or for worse. But if you enjoy this stuff, I'm excited and I hope it helps you out. I've also been in the fitness business. Well, I shouldn't say business. I've been a fitness enthusiast for 18 years. I did own a CrossFit gym for 7 of those years. And now I mostly work out in my backyard, and I've incorporated a lot of Mace work, and like 90% of my work is kettlebell and Mace work and bodyweight movements. Today, though, I want to teach you or show you one of my favorite Mace movements. So let me show you right now. So I have a couple different maces, and plus I have a sledgehammer in my garage, which I don't have out here with me right now, which is a great way to kind of get into it if you don't want to go spend money and you happen to have a sledgehammer. But this mace here is a full length. It's about 42 inches versus this one is a homemade mace, which I actually have a short on how I built this thing with some piping from local hardware store. The piping itself cost me about 55 bucks, and then I had a few plates to put on the bottom. But this one's 20 pounds right now. It's a little heavy for what I want to show you, and you'll notice it's a little shorter, which makes the action a little faster, a little more aggressive. So you could always buy a longer handle if you would like to, which I may do, so I have another option with that one when I want to keep things a little bit slower and a little bit more flowy, if you will. But let me show you with this mace here. One of my go-to moves, one of my favorite moves, is the 10-2. So that's where, in this case, I'm going to hold it low on the handle. I recommend, if you're new to mace work, start really light. This is 15 pounds, and it's honestly taken me a long time to get comfortable and keep the movements fluid. But what I'm going to do here is we're going to rotate this mace around the head, around the body. We're going to finish at the 2, rotate it in the other direction, and finish at the 10. I love this movement for the arms, the shoulders, and the core. So it's going to look kind of like this here. I'm going to drop it behind the body, and then I'm going to pull down towards the sternum. So this is the 2 position. Rotate around to the 10. Notice I'm pulling the handle down towards the belly button on each rep. I'm trying to keep it as smooth as I can. Keep that bell moving close to the body. Notice also the lower body has a little bit of action in it where I'm kind of rotating. Knees are relatively soft because I want to use some momentum to help me get this bell from side to side. So we don't want to be stiff with the feet right underneath us necessarily, but kind of open up the stance into a more athletic stance when you're doing this move. You could speed this up or make it a little more challenging in that sense, where it could be a little bit more cardiovascular if you kind of finish a little higher, because it makes the action a little faster. So like right under the chin, like so. So that's kind of a fun variation, or I could slow it down by pulling it down to the belly, like this way here. And that is the Mace 10-2, my friends. So I hope you found this insightful, helpful. If you guys like this kind of stuff, please follow along. Hit that like button, of course. And my goal with this channel is to never try to sell you any bullshit, because there's so much of it out there. I'm honestly kind of just sick of like the fitness industry in a lot of ways, and I have been for a long time. Just because people are always trying to sell you the one supplement that's going to make you get a six pack, or this is the ultimate workout plan. But that's not the way I see it. I think it's a journey, just like life in general, and it's finding what works for you. I think any kind of exercise or fitness or weightlifting, as long as you're engaged with it and you enjoy it, is going to work really well, and you stay consistent. Okay, my friends, it was fun talking with you. Until the next time, peace.